Welcome to the AgileWoW podcast. We're your trusted partner in everything Agile, Scrum, and artificial intelligence. From training and coaching to real, hands-on innovation. You know, AgileWoW is really on a mission here, to build vibrant communities, to empower professionals like you, and just to accelerate that learning curve one great conversation at a time. If you want to learn more, you can always visit our website at agilewow.com or just drop us a note at support@agilewow.com or even on WhatsApp.
So let's just dive right in with the million-dollar question, the one that probably keeps you up at night if you're in the product world. You've got a fantastic team, right? A solid roadmap, you're shipping features, but are those features actually hitting the mark? Are you building what people truly want?
It's such a critical question. Because if we don't have the real answers, even the best teams, the most brilliant teams, can end up stumbling into this really common pitfall. We start building based on our own assumptions, not on hard evidence. And that's when we fall into what's known as the great building trap.
Okay, so let's get into it. Here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to unpack what the great building trap really is. Then, we'll introduce discovery as the perfect antidote. We'll talk about why this approach literally changes everything, look at a practical, evidence-based toolkit you can use, and finally, map out your path to mastering this entire skill set.
All right, first up, the building trap. So what is it really? It's this all-too-common cycle where we pour huge amounts of time, money, and, let's be honest, heart and soul into building products based on what we think users need instead of what we know they need. It's the classic trap of being busy, but not actually being effective. So if that's the trap, then what's the escape route? How do we get out of it? Well, that brings us right to our next section, discovery. This is the antidote to all that guesswork, and it's an absolutely core principle for building products that don't just launch, but actually win in the market.
The solution is this. It's a strategic shift in your mindset. It's called product discovery and validation. And as you can see, it's really a collection of techniques that are all designed to let you experiment with your ideas, gather real evidence, and make absolutely sure you're solving the right problems for your users before a single line of code gets written.
So you might be thinking, okay, that sounds good in theory, but why does this matter so much in the real world? Well, let's move on and see how this all connects. We're going to break down the 4 truly game-changing benefits you get when you adopt this evidence-based approach.
First, and this is the big one, you maximize the value you deliver to your users. It's that simple. You stop guessing what they might want, and you start designing these really deliberate, small experiments to solve their real, validated problems.
Second, you dramatically, and I mean dramatically, reduce wasted investment. Think of all the effort that goes into features that nobody uses. By making conscious decisions based on real evidence from your validation experiments, you boost your ROI and you make sure that precious time and effort is only spent on things that are proven to matter.
And third, this is a pain point for so many of us. You finally get your stakeholders aligned. Because when you bring hard data to the table, the whole conversation shifts. It's no longer about who has the loudest voice or the strongest opinion. It's about what the evidence is telling us.
And this slide just illustrates that shift perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got opinion-based decisions, which lead to endless debates, high risk, and just a mess of low alignment. But on the other side, with evidence, you get clear alignment, a higher ROI, and super focused goals. You know, we cover this idea pretty deeply in AgileWoW's Agile Leadership Training, where we really explore that shift from controlling people to coaching them. And what about that 4th benefit? Oh, this one's my favorite. You unlock your team's true creative potential. Their job isn't just to check off a list of features anymore. They become empowered problem solvers, totally focused on driving outcomes. It's a game changer for morale and innovation.
Hey, just a quick reminder, this whole explainer is brought to you by AgileWoW. If you're looking to really level up your skills, you should definitely check out our upcoming workshops on product management, agile leadership, and even artificial intelligence. Just head over to our website, agilewow.com, for all the details. All right, so that brings us to the really practical side of things. Let's look at the toolkit, a framework that's super practical for putting all of this into action.
Now, what's so interesting about this is that it gives you a clear, repeatable process. You see, you start by deeply analyzing the core problem, not just jumping to solutions.
From there, you look for the gaps in the customer experience, you formulate and test very specific hypotheses, you analyze the results of those experiments, and then you use that hard evidence to demonstrate your findings. It's a beautiful logical flow.
So, you've got the framework, but how do you make this a permanent part of your professional DNA? That brings us to our final section here, your path to true mastery. So, who really benefits the most from learning these skills? Well, as you can see, it's pretty essential for anyone who's shaping a product. We're talking about product owners, product managers, business analysts, product leaders, and honestly, any core member of a modern, effective product team. If that's you, this is for you.
And for all of you who want to formally validate that expertise, the training we're talking about actually prepares you for the Professional Product Discovery and Validation Certification. That's the PPDV from Scrum.org. It's a fantastic way to officially recognize your new skills. And hey, if you're looking to get certified in Scrum, or maybe you just want some really good exam prep with coaching support, AgileWoW has a great ecosystem for learners. You should definitely check out our Grand Slam offer. It's seriously worth it.
Ultimately, everything we've talked about really comes down to this one powerful idea you see on your screen. You have to reframe your work, shift it away from just tasks to execute and toward problems to solve. That one single shift in perspective, it changes absolutely everything for you, for your team, and most importantly, for your customers.
So, I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Go on, look at your current roadmap, your backlog, whatever you're working on. What is the single biggest, riskiest assumption that you're making right now about your users or your market? And then ask yourself, what's one tiny experiment you could run, maybe even this week, to start validating it? Thanks for tuning into the podcast, which is supported by AgileWoW. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to follow the podcast, leave us a review, it really helps, and share it with your team. And if you're looking to advance your own Agile journey, check out AgileWoW's upcoming trainings, events, and workshops. They're all designed to help you grow faster, smarter, and together. Until next time, stay agile and stay curious.